Okay, y'all, this part 4 with Allison, the friend, and the psychic lady. Okay, so y'all know we had left off or whatever with the friend going through what she was going through, you know what I'm saying? And she running back to Allison, telling Allison, like, I think the voodoo lady not the voodoo lady, the psychic lady put a curse on me. So let me tell y'all something. Allison and a friend had got into it a few months prior to them going to the psychic lady, right? They end up getting into it because Allison found out that her boyfriend and the friend was texting, but they never like linked up or nothing like that. They just was texting. So when I said Allison was going through her heartbreak, that was the time she was going through her heartbreak. So y'all, when they had got into it or whatever, Allison and a friend had stopped talking for like a couple months. I'm gonna say at the most like 3-4 months. The friend was so messed up about them not talking, she ended up going to her grandma. Her grandma is a fucking voodoo lady. So the friend ended up going to her grandma and was like, me and my friend got into it, and I want that to suffer. Everything that come her way, it need to be nothing but bad stuff. Like, you know, she was mad at the time. So she asked her grandma, the voodoo lady, to put a curse on Allison. And when she put the curse on Allison, a few months had passed, you know what I'm saying? They end up getting back cool. But like I said, a few months had passed or whatever. So y'all, the friend wasn't thinking about the curse or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? She had figured in the time span that they wasn't talking or whatever, didn't nothing bad happen to Allison. So she felt like the curse, you know what I'm saying, didn't work. And she didn't bother to tell Allison, okay, I put this curse on you. Until Allison called her and was like, girl, this shit happened to me. This shit happened to me. That shit happened to me. Like, I really want to go see a psychic. That's when they end up at the psychic lady. And that's why the friend didn't want to really put her hands on the table, because she felt like the woman was going to read her energy too. But little did she know, when she walked up in the house, the psychic lady had already knew. The psychic lady had already knew, like, the history, what had happened. She knew who put the spell on her, when she put it on her. She knew all that shit. That's why the psychic lady didn't give the friend nothing but attitude when she walked up in her house, because she already knew what Allison was there for. And she knew what the friend had did to Allison. So y'all know, Allison was the one was like, you don't think the psychic lady put a curse on you or whatever? And she was like, I think she did. But when Allison was like, okay, let's go back to her and confront her about it, the friend was like, no. Of course she gonna say no, because she already peeped at the woman. No, you know what I'm saying? And then she called her grandma, y'all. She called her grandma and told her, like, you know, Allison had went to a psychic lady and got a curse removed off of her, but somehow I'm going through the shit. And then, you know, her grandma was telling her, like, okay, maybe she put the spell on you or whatever. You have to come back to me. But like I said, by bad shit happening in the friend life, before she was able to go to her grandma ended up passing away. Fuck. So they left her no choice but to find the other voodoo lady, which is the psychic sister. You feel what I'm saying? So they goes to the sister, the psychic lady, the first psychic lady's sister. They goes to her. And, you know, y'all know she contacted the sister, and she was just like, the one that did the spells. Y'all don't get confused, please. So we talking about the sister, that the second psychic. We just gonna say the second psychic. So she goes to the second psychic. Y'all know that the second psychic contacted the first psychic, which is her sister, contacting like, okay, it's two girls up in here. They described you and said that you had removed the curse, but you put it on the other, like, what's going on and all that stuff like that. She was telling her, like, okay, yeah, I did that because, you know, such and such. She put the curse on her friend and then didn't tell her friend, and, you know what I'm saying? So I put the curse back on her ass. So she was like, what you want me to do? You want me to remove the curse, or you want me to make it worse? And the psychic lady was like, make this shit worse. So y'all, they hang up, they get off the phone with each other, and it's time for the appointment for her to get the curse removed off of her. Supposedly, you're supposed to get the curse moved off her, but it ain't go like that. So y'all, they go to the psychic lady, she do her shit, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, she tell the friend, okay, you good, you know what I'm saying? Y'all shouldn't have no problems. Allison, you shouldn't have no problems. The friend shouldn't have no problems. So y'all, they left. A few weeks had passed by. Allison, y'all know Allison's friend was staying with Allison at the time, because y'all know she lost her job, she lost her car, she damn near lost everything, you know what I'm saying? Her family members due to the curse and shit like that. Like, she lost a lot of shit in the time that, you know, the curse was on her. So y'all, 2 weeks had passed, and the friend ended up falling ill. Like, she was diagnosed with so much shit, like diabetes, congestive heart failure. Like, she was just diagnosed with a lot of shit. Like, the doctor was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe you diagnosed with all this shit. Like, it's a lot of shit that you diagnosed with. So y'all, fast forward, she became so ill that she wasn't able to take care of herself, y'all. So at this point, the friend is in the hospital. She's fighting for her life, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't looking good for her ass at all. So y'all know Allison, by her being a friend and stuff like this, she comes up there every now and then to check on the friend. And the friend tells her, before she die, she tell her, like, Allison, I put a spell on you. You know, my grandma was the one that did it. You know, even though I was texting your boyfriend, we had got into it about that. Even though I was texting him, I never met up with him. She just was really laying everything on the table, you know, coming, you know, so that she can, I guess, die peacefully. I don't know. So, y'all, she putting everything on the table. She letting Allison know what she did. You know, she apologized to Allison, telling Allison she didn't mean for things to go like this. And, you know, she felt like she was getting what she deserved because she should have never did that. You know, it was a sentimental moment. Allison told the friend, I know you put a curse on me. I saw the psychic lady before I even asked you to go with me. That's why I asked you to go with me. Then she told her friend to rest on. The friend is dead. Allison is living her best life. Goodbye, y'all. I'm finna go to sleep.